And we're live. Hey everyone, welcome to the pit. So, I'm still kind of setting this up. Let me get over to my channel and the streams so I can see the chat and what's going on. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday night. Today could have been a better day for me, but that's the way life is. You get thrown curveballs and things aren't always, don't always work out the way that you hope. But it is what it is, right? That's not what we're here for anyways. We're here to see the old Mosh. With things changing, I should be getting back to reviewing here very soon and getting back in the swing of things. I'm gonna welcome Wes Cochran, Import Man, Mitch Green, DJ CZ, Charles. What's going on, people? If any of you want to come on tonight, it's an open stream, so you are all more than welcome to come on. I like having different people on. It's nice like that. I'm just gonna see. Shout out to Foolish. He got me the double fuck you. What's up, Richard? What's up, Freddie? Kind of going on my own here. Looks like right now. I don't know why my shit ain't working. It don't matter. So I got to go on Lifa show yesterday. That was pretty cool. It was nice to hang out with Giz and Lifa and shoot the shit a little bit, have a little bit of fun. That's what life's supposed to be about. Fun. So we was watching the Olympics. Oh, thanks, Nikki. I appreciate that. I don't got much to say right now, not much going on. It's just me. But I installed some of your coils, Freddie, and they're kicking ass. This is just wouldn't expect anything less, right? They're Freddie coils. I hate this shit. Pop-up notifications and stuff like that fucks everything else. Someone buy me a hooker. Yeah, I showed you guys a picture of my new pussy on Instagram if you guys didn't see it. That's some funny shit right there. So yeah, today, I believe in karma a little bit. Well, not a little bit, quite a bit. And ever since things happened in my life, it's been interesting. Things haven't gone really smooth for me, but the other person, it's been really kind of crappy for them. They've had a couple bad things happen. Oh, my divorce is finalized, and the house is sold on Wednesday. So, hey, what's going on, C4? Yay, man, you want to come on? Anybody want to come on? You're more than welcome. My PC's acting like shit, though. Let me try something here. I don't know. This thing just isn't working. Whatever. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna order some of that new the liquid from Dawn, that not from concentrate. Everybody's had real good opinions of that. I can't wait. All right, Frank, give me your email, dude. Hi, Clarissa. What's up, Giz? What's going on, brother? Yeah, give me your info, Frank, and I'll get you on here. Oh yeah, yeah. Weren't we all gonna have a drink together? Cheers, Frank 1360 at msn.com. Mm. Okay, there we go. There you go, Frank. um, yeah. So I saw that there's a new cotton bacon out, and it sounds interesting. I wonder how they make it 30% fat. What do they say? Faster wicking or more absorbent? I don't know how that can be. I've been switching back and forth. I went back to Anger Rabbit, but I use Wicked Wicks, and I still use cotton bacon too. So I use a variety of cotton. It's just fucking cotton. I don't know. Been vaping the hell out of my usual blueberry something. Uh, I do have a whole bunch of liquid for my 666 subscriber giveaway. There's going to be one winner, and right now I'm just looking at 4 bottles of liquid. That's, I don't know, what is that? That's 880 mils or something like that. I don't know. So there's a whole bunch of liquid over there. Now it's gonna be nice for that one person when I get there. They're gonna get a nice box full of stuff. It's mostly, I mean, it's all gonna be liquid except for a little bit of cotton. I don't know if you got the invite, Frank, but I sent it to you. Yeah, these Freddy coils are definitely kicking. And of course, I got my C4 Endgame and my Squonker. Anybody do anything interesting today? I didn't. It was a chill day. This weekend, I'm kind of letting my body recover a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit beat up. Those 12-hour days fucking take a toll. Okay, that's cool, Dustin. Yeah. Um. Oh yeah, and I also have another one of these. Maybe I'll throw that in there. I'm not sure yet because I'm gonna show them. Oh yeah, that's right. So I hope you feel better, Clarissa. uh, I want to try some of Juan's coils if I ever see his ass. He hasn't been around lately. Hey, will I get a YouTube strike if I play music if I'm not monetized? Frank, did you get the invite? Yeah, these coils really make a difference. I tell you, you can really tell when a person makes some nice coils. The flavor just really is quite delicious. uh, it should be from Ready to Mosh, Frank. I'll try it again. Okay. All right, there. There we go. Yeah, actually, I wanted to try. What did I want to try? I've had this New Zealand liquid for a while now, and it's been sitting in. Okay, yeah, because I want to listen to some tunes too. So you guys will just have to bear with me for 1 minute while I do this. Let me go to my music library here. I'm gonna shuffle everything. Uh, all right, let's see what we got going on here. I listen to a variety of shit, so this is Screeching Weasel. I don't want to hear that. This is, boy, I'm lame tonight. I don't got any energy or anything. I need to get this thing going. I need a guest on here. I don't know why the hell it ain't working. What's up, KBN? I don't know why I'm listening to this. This really isn't my shit. I don't know why I'm listening to this. This is not my style at all. This is some Chicago rap. I'm more punk rock, rock and roll, classic rock, yeah, so I'm getting ready to go and maybe move over into one of my friends' houses that I work with, so that my cousin can have his bedroom and stuff back. That'll be cool. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on here. That's not what that's supposed to be. There we go. People will know this. Yeah, the Olympics so far, we aren't doing all that great, but I don't know if we were ever that good in Winter Olympics anyways. I think we were okay. Our hockey team got fucked. They got eliminated. There's a UFC on tomorrow. There was a Eddie Bravo Invitational, which is like it's a jujitsu competition. I like watching that type of stuff. Let me turn that down. I'm gonna mix my gummies with some 151. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. That's pretty good. Get you fucked up. Oh, you know what? I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to get my tequila, so we're gonna get hammered together. Hang on a minute. All right. Now I busted out the good stuff. Oh, yeah. It's heavy hitting time. All right. Say you want to fuck me, say you want to suck me, and woo! Hang on, let me get my 7-Up ready here. It's time, people. You know what? Hang on, Frank. I hate tequila, but it is what it is. You know what? I'm just going to send it in the chat. Here we go. Come on in, people. Yeah, I'm not a tequila fan at all. What the hell? Why is it doing that? Ooh, getting dry. And hey, Frank is here.
All right, let me see if I can get the right camera going here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming on, sir. Dry.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, Frank is here.
All right, let me see if I can get the right camera going here.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Thank you for coming on, sir. Right.
Oh, here we go.
You gotta mute the live stream.
Yeah, I just did.
What's going on, brother? I know
you're not much, man. Just got done hanging out over there at Nikki's. Yeah, I just got done hanging out over at Nikki's show, and there we go. Now we got it going.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. I see you're one happy motherfucker. Your football team won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I got my Super Bowl champions hat now.
Look at that shit. Look at that shit. So, you got some of Dawn's new liquid, right?
Yeah, I got some right here, not from concentrate. Yep.
And let me hear about it, dude.
Dude, it's you know how a lot of orange vapes you get that baby aspirin taste. You don't get that with this. And the way she takes that orange and vanilla cream, you get like there's a little bit of it's not like an additive she put in, but the way different oranges blend together, you get that cooling effect. But it's not like she threw any Coolada or any crap like that in there. It's just the way the citrus and the orange it gives you that. It's almost like it's like you're taking a melted creamsicle.
That makes my mouth water, man.
Probably not as good as tequila, but it's way better than it's way better than that menthol challenge I just did, or that Systroming challenge I just did.
Oh God, yeah. What did you use for your Systroming challenge?
I used a Velocity clone, so something that doesn't have a lot of flavor. So,
is it going right in the trash or what?
Yeah, probably.
That's some brutal shit, man.
Terrible.
I still have mine steeping over in the drawer.
That shit was the worst ever.
Rotten fish. Yeah, hey, why not? You know, as Nikki says, it's like a hooker's twat in the summer heat.
Yeah, that's about right.
Shit. So, you get any new equipment in or anything? New mods or things?
Dude, I've been broke. I've been broke. I am.
Yeah, the only thing I got is those samples in from the Condor,
Yeah.
But no, I still have this.
The last thing I got in was the drop, and that was what, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
3 months ago now, something like that.
I still gotta wick this bad boy up. The fuck is the name of the stupid ass thing again? Oh, the Pin Dad.
Oh, okay. I still got them friggin' bursts right there. I think. Oh God.
Yeah, one of these days I'll get around to it. It's not all that interesting to me, It's just another thing. I still enjoy my Icon, it works well.
Exactly. That's like for the menthol, I used the Trishul because that thing's just another one doesn't have much flavor. So I figured it might be safer. Nah, it was still harsh.
Were you able to actually inhale it or no?
Nah, you get it right here, and then it's just coming back hard. And then Jesse did it like 1 or 2 more times after trying to choke it down. He's like, "Oh, come on, Frank, you gotta do another one." It's like, dude, there's a fine line between bravery and stupidity, and I know where that line is, and I'm not crossing it.
Oh, come on, take one for the team, dude.
Dude, I did freaking 10 pulls at Systroming, 5 times. So yeah, I took all I needed to for the team tonight.
Are you having a drink tonight, or are you chilling?
Actually, you know what's crazy? I gave up beer for Lent.
Oh, that's right.
I basically gave up alcohol for Lent.
Oh,
just to prove to myself that I'm not an alcoholic.
Okay, how's it going?
It's not bad. I don't have the shakes yet. Drinking and seeing Leafa last night, I was like, oh damn, what was I thinking?
Well, I used to know this guy. I mean, he was an alcoholic. He literally had to have like 2 cans of beer on the nightstand at night, and he let him get warm, so that way when he got the shakes, he could just pop it and chug it, because that's the only way he'd be able to go back to sleep. I was just like, man, that's pretty brutal. To be that much of an alky.
Yeah. Yeah, that is tough. I mean, I grew up in a household like both parents were alcoholics and everything, so I always get sensitive to it. If I get if I start feeling that maybe I don't have control over it, and I just take a step back and. And the older I get, the less I give a shit. But I figured, let me, I started noticing I was getting a reputation for, oh yeah, Frank always has a beer in his hand. I'm like, really? Okay. Let me, maybe let me take a step back here and clean myself up a little bit, make sure that that's not really the case.
Right.
It's freaking RD. I mean, this freaking mod, I keep adjusting the damn pin. It's about to fall the hell out, and I still got battery rattle.
And which one is that?
It's a broadside clone, and I got it Frankenstein right now because the other top cap it started auto firing on me this morning. So I had this one laying around I got from West End and from Rich, and
holy shit!
That pin's about to fall the fuck out, and still. I mean, I just swapped batteries because the other battery was dead, and all of a sudden I got rattled.
Yeah, auto firing on anything is fucking scary as shit.
Yeah, so that's why I started taking it apart and seeing if I could figure out if it was. I checked the O-rings. How these with this broadside clutch style, you have to worry about the O-ring breaking. If the O-ring breaks, it'll auto fire. But the O-ring was fine. I even had the other switch, so I threw that in there, and it was still auto firing. So I took the top cap off the other one, the top of the mod off, and swapped them out and changed the pin, and it's been working all day.
Okay. I remember the one time thank God I was a regulated mod. I left it in my pocket, and I was like, oh man, I feel my pocket getting warm. And I was like, yep. Thank God for the 10-second shut off.
It's
But
like
the cotton.
The Alien, what it'll do if I'll have my pocket, and if I don't lock the screen out, and if I'm at work, it'll push against the button. It'll go up to 220 watts, and if I'm not looking at it, I'll just grab it and take a pull off. And next thing you know, it's like, oh shit, just smoke a coil.
Yeah. There's nothing like with me when that happened, I was out, so it was like, I don't have any other cotton or anything with me. I was almost tempted to go to the freaking Walgreens and buy,
buy some cotton balls.
Yeah, getting all ghetto, old school and shit.
It never works, right?
Yeah, that's not as bad as that one night I forgot to bring liquid with me. I was like, oh shit, man,
I remember that.
But I managed to squeak by with what was in the squonker,
Yeah.
That person didn't have any of the liquid that I gave her, but it was 0 milligram anyways, so.
I'm sure you're probably like this too. We're at the point now, because we've been vaping long enough, and we're usually vaping threes and getting stuff into review, and some of that's a 0, and we like it, we'll still vape it and everything. And it's more mental now than physical, I think, with the nicotine.
Oh yeah, I have to agree.
Someone could probably hand you a bottle that's a 0, tell you it's a 3, and you'll think it's a 3, and you'll be fine.
The placebo effect.
Exactly. Yes. It sucks that with Hangouts you can't use the green screen. I had some cool graphics up tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not fancy like everybody else.
It's all good.
One day when I get a PC that actually will like handle something, I'll be able. I'm just happy that the camera is able to work on it.
I hijacked my daughter's laptop. I got her for Christmas because my Chromebook, I can't do anything.
Oh really? Yeah, you have a Chromebook?
Yeah, it was like $150 I got at Christmas, and I had a $50 Best Buy gift card. So
okay. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just build my own PC again when I can just buy a bunch of parts and throw it together. Fucking sick of buying laptops, and they're handy. You can take it with you, but they just get outdated so quick.
Yeah, there was a guy on eBay. I forget where he was. He builds, like these 4-core gaming computers for like $700 with like 2 terabytes and
2 terabyte hard drive.
Yeah, so it would be great for what we do,
Mm-hmm.
And again, my internet connection, even with this, I got it upgraded. It's still, it's not bad. It's like they tell me it's 100 down, and I think they said 50 up. No, 10 up. They told me, but I'm actually getting like 12 up, but it's only like 40 down. But...
Yeah, they always just give you estimates.
Yeah,
they have to be within a certain percentage of it, like 10% or something like that.
We're supposed to be getting FiOS, fiber optic supposed to be coming through here sometime this year. I got on the email list for when it's going to be available.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Unfortunately, where I'm staying at,
are coming out.
Yeah, unfortunately, where I'm staying at, everything is underground, and they would have to dig up his yard and do all sorts of shit to get anything like that running here, because we're on DSL.
So, oh wow! Yeah, I'm surprised you're even able to run this right now.
Yeah, they've got a booster on it or something like that. He gets 25 megs down, but yeah, so it's a far cry from what I used to have.
This is the fastest I've had that I've known of, because before I started getting into this, I really didn't pay that much attention to speed. It works okay. Before I was uploading and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh. it's funny that you know, you sit there and you think about it. 10 years ago, you were happy to get 5 megs. And now people are like gig speeds and stuff like that. I remember running shotgun modems, and now it's just like, yeah, plug it in and you can fucking download a gig and like lickety split depending on your connection. But I can't wait until they get the they're talking about they're going to have like beam internet where they're not going to run any wires, and basically it's going to be almost like cell phone antennas, but it's like beams. And that's supposed to be like 25 gig speeds and stuff like that. It's like, what? What the hell did you do with that? Run a server for sure.
Oh yeah, it's like I think Gizzard has it and Lifa has it. Theirs are way up there, and I think Alfredo hosts my my live show on Sundays because he's got the fastest internet. So we run it through his, and it's flawless. And he gets like 100 and something up, 200 up, something like that, some crazy numbers.
God, yeah, it was even with 300 megs down, I was only getting 12 up or something like that through Comcast. They always beam me up, Comcast. LOL. Yeah. Oh, Yeti's in the audience. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, hope you're feeling better, brother. He's been under the weather lately.
Yeah, they said that the second wave of the flu is getting ready to come through. I had a flu shot, but I guess there's 2 strains going around right now. So
yeah, they were saying a lot of the what do you call it? A lot of the vaccines weren't even helping this one.
Yeah, I hope I avoid it because when you work in any sort of closed environment with a whole bunch of people, you're really exposed to it. But I was always one of those kids that was like, I'm not afraid of germs. Well, when we were young, they didn't care about germs really.
We drank out of the garden hose.
Yeah, fire hydrants in the summertime. I remember playing out in the freaking street, and we'd plug up the sewer drains just so it would get a little bit of depth, water out on the street, and go splashing around on that.
Well, I lived in the suburbs, so we always rode our bikes to somebody had a pool. We had an above ground pool, but it wasn't very good. But we always had a couple kids in the neighborhood that had in ground pools, so we'd go there and spend all day there. You made sure about towards the end of the school year, you made sure you were friends with them. This way, you had a place to go in the summer.
Yeah, I used to put. We used to take a tire and a 2x4, and we put that in front of the open the fire hydrant, so when the water hit the board, it made this big huge like arcing
like a fountain.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Where I used to live when I was young, they used to call it Malden Street, and it was like this 2.5 block long street, but it wasn't a street. They put up cement pillars and stuff on 4 corners of it, and they turned it into this like kind of like a playground mall, almost like a communal meeting area for everybody for in the summertime and stuff like that. I had a few playgrounds, and we used to play softball all the time there. The problem is that there wasn't a great deal of distance between home plate and the building across the street. Yeah. So, you're breaking windows all the fucking time. They finally put in plexiglass windows, and
that helps some.
Yeah, the people were not happy when that happened. And then you'd hit roofers, you hit the roof shots, and someone would have to go climb up to the roof and get the softball back.
Oh, because they were flat roofs.
Yeah,
it was not like it would roll down.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, because these were apartment buildings and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And in Chicago, we play 16-inch softball, so you don't use a glove or anything. You don't play like the traditional 12-inch. We used to play 16-inch, but that motherfucker was hard as a brick when you first get it, and then as you play with it, it softens up and it turns almost into a mush ball. So, by the time you're done playing with it, you'd hit it and it would get all oblong and like wobble all over the place because it was so soft and mushy. But when it was a fresh ball, boy, you could crack that sucker.
Bust somebody in the head with that thing.
Oh man, broken fingers all the time.
Yeah, we had the elementary school was up the street, and they had a big asphalt playground. So we would play bounce ball. You'd load up a wiffle ball bat with stuff it with newspaper and you duct tape or electrical tape the end of it, and you use a tennis ball or you use the racket balls. We used to call them chink balls because you play wall ball with it and all that. And it was long enough that anybody could hit it across the street, but it wasn't going to break anything because usually you would take so much of momentum off because you had to pitch it on one bounce.
Okay.
And I'd say it was probably 50 yards from home plate to the end of the fence. I mean, the fence is only 3 foot high, but
right. You do any headers over there trying to save a home run or anything like that?
No, I got it. I still probably can't see it on here, but I got a scar right here from when climbing a fence trying to catch a ball.
I'm sure you remember playing ledge, right?
Ledge? No, maybe we called it something else. What was it like?
Well, you have the rubber ball, and you can either bounce it once off the wall, and you had a couple people behind you. It's almost, we play it like a baseball game almost. So you would bounce it off a wall, and if it went over a person's head, it'd be a home run. If it you catch the ball on a fly, it was
we did. Yeah, I forget what we called it, but we played a lot of what we called ass ball, where you had the brick wall, and you had the ball, and if you missed, you hit it with your hand, and you had to go one hop off the wall, and if you whiffed, then you had to stand on the wall and spread eagle like you were getting searched by frisked by the cops, and everybody had one throw and they hit you with it.
Okay.
Actually, it was like 3 strikes. It was ASS. So when the third one, then that's when you had to go spread eagle against the wall, and everybody had a shot and peg you in the ass with the ball.
Yeah. We had games called like 500, and that's you played the 16-inch ball also, and that was first you have your batter, and then you have a whole bunch of people out in the field. Mm-hmm. Fly balls worth 100 points, 1 bounce 75, 2 bounces 50, 1 25, and then the person that got the 500 got to bat. So that was but it would get brutal out there when people trying to catch the ball running into each other. Sometimes it got pretty brutal.
Oh yeah.
That was one of the fun things we used to do. And then a little bit later on, there used to be this place called the Chicago Game Room that we used to hang out at. And the cool thing about that is Williams, the game company at that time, was located 3 blocks away from there. And Bally wasn't that far away from there. So the arcade was the beta tester for most of their games. So like when Joust came out and like all the real popular pinball games, we were the first place to get them. We get them and we get to play them. Mm-hmm. And back then it was, that was right across the street from the high school, but that's what caused me to drop out pretty much because I hung out all day there. I was like the champion at Joust. I figured out the hack in it. Well, actually, I figured out the hack in Galaga was if you left the furthest most bees on the first level, if you left them alone to shoot for 5 minutes, they just keep going around circling and shooting. They'd run out of bullets. So then once they ran out of bullets, then for the whole rest of the game, none of the enemies had any bullets left.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
I was good at, what was it, Zookeeper?
mm-hmm,
I used to win money on that one. That one, the Star Wars game that came out, the very first one.
mm-hmm.
I used to win money on that one too.
Oh, you gambled?
Oh yeah, yeah. We used to gamble in the 7-Eleven. They had a little game room, and first it was the Star Wars game. I was like in town at that, and people would challenge me or say, "Oh, you can't get this many points," and be like, "Oh yeah, hold my beer," and I'd win money. And then same thing when that one came out, Matt Mania. I was really good at that one.
That was the wrestling game, right?
Yeah, I had a friend of mine. His dad owned a laundromat. Well, he knew which machines the lock was broken on. We'd go in there, steal all the quarters, and go play video games all night.
Nice. Yeah. What else? There was quite Dig Dug. What was that? Art and Cena's Off Road or something like that. That was a fun game. That was a 4-player game. You drive around on this track, and each had your own steering wheel and accelerator. Of course, Centipede, Mrs. Pac-Man, Asteroids, all that stuff. But I was also a really good pinball player, so I could play almost all day long on like at that time it was 25 cents a play, but we were buying tokens, so they give you I think 10 tokens for $1 or something like that at that time. But I could play all day, just keep winning games by getting the high score and stuff like that.
Yeah, we had a few of the old mechanical pinball machines where you'd pop and get the free game, and
yeah, that knock was always so satisfying. It's like snap, it's like yep, free game. Keep on going.
That one, and there was this one the mall had, the big arcade in the mall, and it was a baseball game, and it was all mechanical.
Okay.
And that one, like it was almost like what you were saying before, like with ledge and stuff like that. But you hit, and there was targets, and the runners would go around, but you also hit the targets. You got so many points, and that one would pop if you hit 1,000 points or 5,000 points or something. You get free games on that. That was cool.
Oh yeah. There was another baseball game that was a video game baseball game. I can't remember, but it had 2 screens and you were like kind of opposite of each other. It was a little bit angled.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. I'm trying to remember what that was called.
I think it was made by Atari. I'm not sure.
It might have been like an RBI, something, that type, because it wasn't like real players. I don't think it was like licensed by Major League Baseball or anything. It was all like just fake. There was just names of towns, and you just picked. Of course, we always picked Philadelphia, and someone else always picked New York, and just go at it. And
yeah, of course. Then you had all the Neo Geo games, King of Fighters, and things like that. Those were fun. I actually owned a Neo Geo system, but the thing with that is that it was incredible for the times, but the cartridges were like, they were huge. They were just like these monster things, and they cost like $200 a pop. It was like ridiculous. And they were like all new 256 megabyte.
You almost look like a vinyl record.
Yeah. Yeah, I owned all of that shit, because when you're a kid and you're working, you didn't really have bills that much and stuff. So, yeah, I bought all the video game systems. I kept most of them, and I'm sad I sold my Neo Geo, but I still have, the classic Nintendo with the Robbie the Robot and, the original Atari and Nintendo and Sega and the Sega Genesis and I think I still have the Sega CD.
Sega System, the first one.
Yeah, that was a piece of work. Let me tell you.
What was that one? What was it? Was it Sega that made it? Dreamcast?
Yeah, I think I have that still.
That was bad.
I have the Nintendo Cube.
Okay, yeah, I remember that one. I never had that one though.
That was like another forgotten one.
Yeah, I had the Super Nintendo. I had the Sega Genesis. had that Dreamcast, and then I started getting into the PlayStations. I have a PS4, but it'd probably take 8 hours to update it because it hasn't been played in like a year.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, I got a Xbox One, PS4, PS3. I still have the original Xbox that has, and I had it modified so it has a chip in it, and so you can play like all the MAME games, like all the old arcade games and stuff.
Yeah.
I can play on there. So that's pretty cool. So what's your drink of choice when you drink? Is it beer or is it mixed drinks or what?
It's beer for the convenience, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm drinking, I'm usually Captain and Coke.
Captain and Coke.
Yeah, if I want to have a bad day tomorrow, I'd be drinking Captain and Coke.
Yeah, it snowed here again. I went and looked outside. I was like, holy fuck, when did that happen?
Oh, dude, here it was 80 yesterday. It's 38 right now. It rained all day. I didn't get shit done. And then tomorrow's supposed to be like in the 50s.
Yeah, we're supposed to get 50s on Monday and Tuesday. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Mother Nature and menopause.
Well, here I call February the bipolar season.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just the way it is here. It just goes up and down, up and down. Plus, we have a little bit of elevation. We're about 1,200 feet up. So the mornings will get, it could get real slick in the morning times. But then it'll be 60 degrees by lunchtime.
Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to make for food tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I've got some tamales in the fridge. I was thinking about getting some steak, but nah, I'm not going to do that. I think I might have to go back to the ramen noodle.
Yeah, well, I think we're doing chicken tomorrow. We were going to do chicken tonight, but it didn't get thawed out in time. So we just threw hot dogs in the oven.
Yeah, why not, man?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We were binge watching. Since it was crappy, I watched, finally got around to watching Batman Superman versus Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Dawn
What'd you think of it?
Whatever the hell they call it. It was all right. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
The ending was kind of funky. Yeah, the end of it was kind of funky. Then, like the very last, they go to black. You see the grave just jump up a little bit. It's like, yeah, I didn't think that fucker was dead.
Yeah, yeah. The new Avengers is coming out, and then the Black Panther, I guess, is supposed to be really good. It got like 97 on Rotten Tomatoes, and
yeah,
so that might be something.
I did see a thing I think it was on Twitter. I read tonight a story where a white guy went to go see it, and a couple black guys were like, yeah, this movie's not for you, and they beat the shit out of him.
What the hell is wrong with people?
Dude, I don't even know.
I mean, it's like, aren't we all supposed to be trying to look past that stuff, And
don't we all, if we get cut, don't we all bleed the same?
Yeah. And it's like,
it's like fucking nonsense.
It's not like he was out there in his white hood or something.
Yeah, exactly. You just wanted to see the movie. I mean, Fresh just went and saw the movie. Jackson went to see it out there in Washington, and he said the movie was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm losing more faith in humanity as the years go on.
Freddie's saying his story is fake. It wouldn't surprise me.
Okay, well, that's cool.
I saw one of my Eagles news feeds, and it sounds like it sounds like the way Minnesota fans were talking after the game in Philly when they all because one guy got hit with a beer. 10,000 of them claimed to get hit with beers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kills me that they had free beer tents set up around there and stuff like that. Yeah, if you can.
Well, that's because of a bet between Lane Johnson had said something back in training camp that if the Eagles win a Super Bowl, I'll buy everybody. The beer's on me. And
how much did it wind up cost? How much did it cost them?
It didn't cost him anything. But Bud Light came in and bailed him out. So Bud Light spent like $20 million.
Holy shit! shit, how much beer did people drink? I bet you people are bringing like gallon jugs and like, hey, dude, fill her up.
Well, these had cases of, it was all Bud Light cans, and they were, they were throwing them up to the players, and players are throwing beers into the crowd, and they had on the one parade float was the Bud Knight, and also the first guy, stands to the right of the king. The first one says Dilly Dilly. The guy kind of like the round face. He was on that same float with Lane Johnson and Chris Long and.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it was cool.
In Chicago, they'd be like, here, you get this.
You'd be lucky to get an old style.
Yeah. That's about right.
Here in freaking 15 years, 16 years at least.
So, what do you think the chances? What do you think the chances are next year for your team to repeat?
I think they're pretty good. I mean, we'll see what free agency brings. I mean, there's a few guys talking about wanting to get paid, but I mean, like Doug Peterson was asked about, do you want to buy the groceries? Do you want to be the GM? He goes, no, because that just takes away from my coaching ability. We have the best GM in the league. Why do I want to mess with that?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no egos on this team, and that's the great thing about it. I mean, yeah, there's going to be some guys that aren't going to stick around, obviously. The running back situation, even if LeGarrette Blount leaves, you still have Jay Ajayi, you have Corey Clement, you have Donnell Pumphrey, who was on IR all year with a phantom injury. He wasn't going to make the team, and they didn't want to lose him, so they put him on IR.
Okay.
Wide receivers are going to be gone, but except for he made a few good plays in the championship game and in the Super Bowl, but most of the year he didn't do shit. Alshon's locked up. They gave him a ton of money, which I don't really agree with. But
oh yeah, he was a Bears cast-off.
Yeah. Life had sent me a message during the Super Bowl when he caught the first one saying "You're welcome."
Hey,
but we're gonna be good next year. We got that one kid in the secondary, Sidney Jones, who was out most of the year with a torn Achilles. But they knew that when they drafted him.
Mm-hmm.
He got hurt in his pro day, and that's what knocked his. That's why he wasn't a first round pick, and we took him in the second round. And as long as he stays healthy, he'll be good. Our linebacking core, I think we're going to have some issues. Might have to pick up some free agents because Jordan Hicks can't stay healthy.
Oh yeah.
He was supposed to be our middle linebacker we were counting on. Kendricks, I don't know if he wants to be here. He kept saying, last 2 years how he wanted to be traded. So he might be gone.
Oh yeah, I mean, the thing is that as long as they got some depth, or the option to bring up a rookie or draft.
Yeah, well, this draft is one of the weakest drafts in years. Mm-hmm. At a lot of positions. There's a couple of decent quarterbacks. You have the running back Barkley. You have a couple. Georgia actually has 2 running backs in the top 5. This kid, Sony Michel, and what's the other kid? Nick Chubb, I think, or something like that.
Let me give a couple of shout outs in the crowd here. We got that white guy. Thanks a lot, brother. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. We got Auntie to everyone, Taurus M, Shane Smith. Thank you all for coming out tonight. I got my special guest here, Daytime Frank. Vapes.
Finger banging fat chicks out there.
Oh yeah, go check out his reviews and stuff like that. Frank is a good guy. He won't lead you wrong. He's not afraid to express his opinion on things. So just like everyone that's associated with the group and friends of the group, he definitely gives honest reviews. So and Frank's
I put mine up today for this, so this is up today.
Mm-hmm.
Not from Concentrate Review.
Yeah, and Frank is also a DIY guy. He does that actually quite a bit. So if you ever have any DIY questions, you can certainly ask him. He'll help you out the best he can.
I'm still learning, but
Yeah. Hey, the biggest thing is that you make things that you like, and that's one thing I want to learn, sometime in the future, is how to do that, because I understand that any flavor that you can think of, it is available out there for purchase. But it's also nice to be able to say, hey, you know what, I just want to make a small little bit amount of this because I just have this weird thing going on that I want to try this little flavor, not make 100 mils or have to buy 100 mils or and have it sit on a shelf. So
yeah, and it's mostly about saving money too. I mean, because we all know you go, whether you're buying online or you're going into a vape shop. I mean, even for as great as Dawn is, this is $35.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy a bottle of her concentrate for 16, 17 bucks and make the same bottle,
right?
Or more on the flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that I mean, that's all. When you sit there and you think about how many companies out there offer the ability, not just in vaping, but the ability to make their product yourself. There really isn't anything you can think of. It's is it my computer that's freaking out, or it must be my computer?
Yeah, it might be. It's lagging a little bit, a little choppy, but it's not too bad. Yeah, like you have, Adore offers her concentrates, and West End offers concentrates. Vaping Swag has concentrates, and there's E-Cig Express. You can get basically flavor one shots, which aren't like a 30 mil concentrate. I think they're a little bit smaller. I haven't purchased them, but they have them. Bull City Flavors now has what they call community recipe packs, where you're still buying the individual ones, but they put it all together for you right on the website. And I haven't ordered it that way, but I think you actually, in the package, they'll send you what the percentages are, so you know what to put in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then also you have that flavor for later too.
Yeah. We're talking to Brent, and he's gonna be releasing Island Vapes concentrates.
Yeah, he's supposed to send them to me once he gets them released. He's doing that over to ejuices.com.
Yeah, and like you were saying with his product, which is very unique, is the fact that he tells you exactly what you need to do right on the concentrate.
Yeah.
So it takes all the guesswork out of it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, the more information you have on how to do that type of stuff, it makes it more interesting for people to start and try doing it. Yeah, when you're starting off as a DIY person, I imagine a lot of the shit winds up in the garbage because it's just
I wasted so much of it, thinking, this is going to be great. I'm going to make 60 mils of it, and then you vape it. If you shake and vape it, and you're like, okay, well, it just needs to steep. You put it away for a few days. You try it again. All right, it needs to steep a little bit more. You go back to it 2 weeks later, and you're like, yeah, this shit sucks, and you end up dumping it. You hope you can get the cap off so you can wash the bottle out, throw it in the dishwasher, and reuse it.
I got to recover something out of this.
Exactly. I did that so much in the beginning. Yeah, Taurus was saying Nick River has a great starter kit. That's where I got my starter kit. I took a couple of recipes from like Fresh and people like that, and I wrote down all the flavors in it, and then I went on Nicotine River, and you get 15 flavors, and you have your choice that they have on their site. Plus, you get you get 500 mils of VG, 500 mils of PG, which you're not going to use 500 mils of PG. I've had mine for almost a year, and I still have about half the bottle. And then you get I think it's 48 milligram strength nicotine that they give you. And there's 150 mils of that. Yeah, vape it anyway. Yeah, I've done that. I vaped some of my swamp water just as punishment because I mix this shit. I'm going to vape it. I mean, it doesn't taste like Systroming, but.
Oh God. Yeah, you go to make a chocolate and it comes out like mud,
Or I started venturing into coffees, and yeah, they taste like dirt.
Yeah.
I don't know. They tasting like dirt. I'm like, okay, I gotta put some more cream or something in these because it just didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
Yeah, well, I heard that they made some pretty good strides in the cherry flavorings and the chocolate flavorings. That they've started getting them more accurate.
They are. There's well, the liquid born lava cake is a big one. That one is like the go-to chocolate. I mean, it's the easiest chocolate to work with, especially for a beginner. It's like you really can't mess it up too bad. I mean, obviously, you want to throw black currant or you want to throw some oddball flavor in there. Yeah, you'll mess it up, but
Right.
like you can even maybe mix some coffees in with it, make like a mocha, or take the chocolate and put like a strawberry, and you might be able to get like a chocolate covered strawberry.
Yeah.
It comes out pretty good. I mean, I've tried it and get more of a strawberry mixed with chocolate instead of chocolate with strawberry, and it doesn't. It sounds like it would still be the same, but it's not. It gets kind of muddled. Whereas it still tastes okay. You can still vape it, but it's not what you're going for.
Yeah, I remember when I came back to vaping and I wasn't wise to the ability, all the vape shops and stuff like that. So I go to the gas station and buy the gas station juice, whatever. I forgot what kind it was. They had like one brand, and I would buy the cherry and I'd buy a chocolate and I'd mix it together, and it came out all right, but now if I did that, I'd probably be like, this is fucking barf, and what the hell am I vaping here?
Yeah, absolutely. I see a couple more guys out there in the chat. Brent's out there, Island Vapes. Him, HD Lawn Maintenance out there.
What's up, fellas? How's it going? Yeah, we're just sitting here shooting the shit just about a bunch of different stuff. Did you ever get another load for or did you just head home?
Oh, I headed home yesterday. I got done early, and I was talking to the guy at the shop because I need to get brakes on my trailer, and I told him everything I needed and all that, and he's hoping he could have got it done today. If not, I may have to wait around a little bit on Monday to get it done.
Is this through the company? Like when you pull it into yeah, okay.
But where I park is one of our vendors. So I just throw him the keys and get whatever you need, whatever needs to get done, go ahead and do it. They pay the bill.
No, there you go. That's what working for a company does versus being an independent. Hey, how much does a brake job cost on something like that?
Couple grand.
Oh, really? A couple grand?
Yeah, just in parts, you're talking. You got 4 brakes. 4 sets of brakes, and they're. What was he telling me? It's like $600 just for the parts. I think just for each set of shoes is like $150 because they're specialized certain ones. With these new systems, you're lucky to get 150,000.
Oh, really? What's the difference between the new system and the old system?
Because the tractor brakes are disc brakes, and the trailers are still drums. So it's like it's putting more stress on the trailer brakes as opposed to it being like a 50-50.
Okay.
You don't feel it. I mean, it actually stops, being disc, it stops quicker. Mm-hmm. But the long term, I'm seeing that, this will be my 3rd set of brakes with 330,000 miles on the truck.
Oh, wow. Do they sell ceramics for them or no?
No, they don't get into the high performance stuff. It's all whatever normal asbestos material or whatever they use to replace that metallic material.
Yeah, I saw a truck the other day. He forgot to take off his emergency brake, or maybe it was locked up, but that rear wheel was smoking, man. I was like, holy crap, that shit's gonna catch on fire.
Yeah. He might have had an axle lock up, or he might have had what they call a brake might have cammed over on itself. and you know, because the brake shoe gets so thin, it'll like flip and it'll lock it up. I had that happen on an old truck one time, and you know, they're like, oh, well, just cage the brake chamber. I'm like, no, can't do that because everything's all flipped over. There ain't shit I can do.
Hey Juan, what's up, man? Hey, I need to talk to you about getting some coils. I want to try your shit out. But I saw you got some good stuff in today. I think looking at his Instagram, you got some. He got something from I think Mike Vapes and a couple other people.
He won one of the giveaways.
I don't know. He said it was a surprise.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good connect to have.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's awesome.
So if anybody else wants to come on here, I'm going to drop the link in the chat here. It's not going to be a super long show. What time is it? 11:17. I think 11:30 will be good. It's just kind of to get my face back out there again, start getting back in a swing again. You know, just Frank was kind of a surprise. I'm glad he came on, so at least I had one guest. You know, it's always great talking to Frank. He's a good guy, definitely.
I appreciate it. Yeah, some people think I'm a dickhead, but it's all good.
You got the double fuck yous.
Yeah, that is cool. I saw that on Instagram. It's cool.
That goes out to that special someone. Yeah, fuck you twice over. What changed? I don't know what you mean. What are you saying, Auntie? What changed? It's it's over comment. Oh, my divorce is finalized and the house is being sold. So yeah, that's what's changed.
At least you don't have that debt on your back anymore.
Yeah. Oh no, I got a lot of debt on my back
well, I mean,
for a while.
Hopefully, at least broke even with that. Oh yeah, the other shit. Yeah, that's gonna be a headache for a while. Yeah.
I got shafted, but whatever. I don't owe money, so yeah, like you say, that's the biggest thing. I don't owe more money.
Yeah. Well, you know the old saying. You know why divorces are so expensive, right?
What?
Because they're worth it.
Yeah, in the end,
if I wouldn't have got divorced the first time, I wouldn't be with my wife now, and you know.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes you gotta go through some pain to get the gain.
Exactly. I see Alexis out there in chat. Island Vapes. Brent's looking for a wrench.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, throw him a wrench.
Which parasite? Don't mess with Moose Knuckle.
Nah, Moose Knuckle's cool.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't see anybody else that's trolling out there.
Whoops. I'm fucking everything up here. I'm starting to get drunk.
You deserve it.
Yeah. Wait, why won't it let me give him one?
You hitting the 3 dots? You hitting the 3 dots next to his name?
Yeah.
I mean, chat's pretty good, so it might be.
Oh God, Alexis wants one too. All right, hang on there. Where the fuck did he go now? There he is. Paris. It won't let me, for some reason, it only let me hide user on this channel, put user in time. It won't let me give Brent a wrench. Why won't it let me give? Well, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't get that. Because I've done it when I've ran Hangouts before, and I've been able to hand out wrenches.
Yeah, I was able to do Alexis, but him I cannot do it. Everyone else I can.
Oh yes. See when he comes back through again. Maybe
yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, anything I touch, I break. See, look. Oh, my computer's broken now. Fuck.
Ah, shit.
Show's over. Oh shit. Yeah, but spring and summer's right around the corner. Can't wait for that shit to get here. It'd be nice to be outside.
Pitchers and catchers already reported.
Yeah. The message is held for review. Fuck. Moose Knuckles is a dick. Show. What the fuck is going on here? Well, whatever. I'm not even getting involved. Got my chat right going on here. Hey, it's interaction, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We got 39 people in the chat.
Nice. You have more now than when I get on my live streams.
That's not bad for a Saturday night.
30, I get a hard one.
Oh, shit. I used to get 50 and 60. It's usually when I have Foolish in here, I'll get 40, but he's not. Yeah. Nobody's around. It doesn't matter. I do enough live shows. God damn, man. There's so many live shows. It's like, what the hell do you keep track of?
Yeah, I picked up 5 subs tonight just on Nick. I guess that's what I get for vaping fish on her show. People feel bad for him. I got some sympathy subs.
if you're willing to go that far, you know, what else will he do? Oh shit! Just don't vape a Tide Pod, all right, dude?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's some stupid shit, man. I tell you, people are just.
And that was wasn't it like a V-God Trickster or something that started that stuff?
Yeah.
Really? Come on, dude. I mean, you're supposed to be working for a mod company, and you're going to do dumb shit like that. I mean, talk about being irresponsible for the community.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just a few reminders for people out there. I'm sure you guys are all responsible, but always check your battery wraps. You know, when you take them in and out of your mod, they are going to tear. Don't take for granted that they won't tear. Make sure you always check those things, because that's the last thing you want to hear, is somebody getting hurt because of something like that. Know your Ohm's law. Vape safe. If you don't know how to do something, don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah.
If you don't think you can figure it out, it's better not to go there. It's better to say, I'm not ready for that, than to have an accident happen. If you don't think you can build an RDA, watch lots of videos and they'll show you how to do it.
There's a ton of them out there. I mean, I'm sure whatever device you have, there's probably been 20 reviews for it.
There we go. All right. Yeah, that worked. Okay. So yeah, now we got another moderator, even though I don't really need it. I let people say what they want to say. They got something they got to say, go ahead and say it. But we're going to be wrapping up the show here in a minute. What time is it? 11:25. 5 minutes left. Anybody got any questions for Frank since he's on the show? Feel free to go ahead and ask. If not, Frank, you're more than welcome to shout yourself out and tell people about your channel.
As you see there, on Daytime Frank's Reviews. I'm doing a DIY show tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to have the Nurse Vapes. I'm going to give her some love. Let people see her out there. I mean, try to get her sub count up a little bit. She does some DIY and she does some good live shows. She does all her reviews live, so she gets some good interaction with her audience. And she's going to be on MechMod RN. Mary Beth, she's going to be on. She's an awesome mixer. She does a lot. A lot for the community. She's been out there for a while. She's really experienced. I've learned a lot from her already.
Very nice. What What flavor profiles does she like to mix in? Is she all?
She does a lot of coffees, a lot of coffees, cappuccino type mixes, plus some bakeries. She does some fruits and stuff. Like tomorrow, we're doing basically what I'm doing with my show is I'm basically starting at the beginning. Because there's a lot of new people in the community, a lot of new mixers, and instead of getting involved in a 15 flavor recipe with all this crazy stuff going on, 5, 6, 7 flavors, basic stuff. And so that's what we're going to do. If Freddie wants to type in chat so he can sub. Already subbed me, I guess not. But yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing tomorrow. We're doing strawberry tomorrow. I have a strawberry pound cake recipe that I really enjoy, and we're going to mix that one up. And I told Mary about that. I said, yeah, we're going to do strawberries. Come up with an easy strawberry one. So that's what we're all going to do. Work on strawberries tomorrow.
Okay.
Which is an easy
strawberry
one.
Pound cake sounds good though. Strawberry pound cake and whipped cream. Yeah.
Well, have you ever had a TVC Elites, another strawberry vape?
No, I have not.
I modeled it after that. It's obviously, Dawn has like 17 flavors in that one, but I took, I think it's 7 flavors, and Flavor Art marshmallow and a couple of different strawberries. Your basic ones that you use. Flavor Art strawberry, TFA strawberry ripe. There's whipped cream in there. I put a little bit of vanilla custard in there, to balance it out. Threw some dragon fruit in there. You can take your strawberries and you can brighten them up and boost them up by adding other fruits to it that at a low percentage, you don't really taste them, but it helps bring out the other flavors. Because I basically learned, that's a tip I learned from Fresh, from watching his video on strawberries.
Yeah. Yeah, you were talking about that before. I'm enjoying the key lime pie right now. Have you had a chance? Did you get some of this?
I DIY'd it.
Oh, isn't it good?
Yes.
Some good shit right there.
It is good. It's good stuff. I mean, it's what I like to do with that. Like I'll take my lemon ecstasy, and I'll vape that for a while, and because it's similar, it's in that citrus side, I can just take the key lime pie and I can put it right on top, and not have to worry about changing out my cotton. And it's really good on cotton too. It's my cotton stayed white, and I vaped 30 ml bottle.
Oh yeah, it's good. Everybody make sure that you get yourself some Adore e-liquids. As always, Dawn's the best. Her stuff is just amazing. Find a flavor profile you like. Definitely pick that up. Yeah,
the Hybrid Reserve. I love that stuff.
Oh yeah, and can't forget my Omi, Mr. Omegaddon.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I got a bunch of it downstairs. I didn't bring any up with me.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you pick some of that stuff up too. Always look at the flavor profiles and find one that mostly or closely matches what you like to vape before you venture off. But I can guarantee you that all of her stuff is top notch. Who else do I want to shout out? Island Vapes. Brent, he has a lot of good flavors also.
Yeah, West End Liquids.
West End Liquids. I have not had the opportunity to have that stuff yet. I know I still got to talk to him. And of course, The One. Make sure you guys check that stuff out. That's pretty good. I like that a lot myself. And what's the other one that I've been digging is the one of Foolish's favorite, the Lost one. Director's Cut. It's good stuff right there. If you want a candy vape, of course, Drip Witch is really good also. That's
that is
stuff
good
right
one.
there. So, there's a variety of good stuff out there. I mean, I got all the butter beers. They're all very similar. I mean, they say one has a little bit of coffee in it. It does. But it's so far in the back notes. Voop Juice. I like the Nana butter of that one, but I think I was in the minority for some reason. I also had a chance to try Barn Brews. Those are the Nefarious line. That stuff was good.
Huh.
So
I haven't tried it.
make sure you guys, go out there and support the small batch manufacturers, because they're the ones that do the most behind the scenes.
We
definitely
just lost a e-liquid manufacturer. Guy makes Naked 100 just passed away.
Really?
26 years old. Him and his fiance were in a car going across I-195 in New Jersey in a McLaren, and went off the road. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt. They found him, ejected from the vehicle, and she was trapped in the vehicle, blew up in flames, and they were both killed. Having Valentine's Day.
Wow, that's something else. I'm sure the company will continue on, but man,
yeah,
what a way to go out! Buy a fancy toy and it wasn't made for whatever the weather he was driving in, or he's just driving unsafely.
100 plus, they were saying he was doing.
Oh man!
On Jersey roads, I wouldn't recommend that. Doesn't matter if it's driving or not. You catch the wrong pothole going that speed, and there you go.
All right. Well, I'm getting ready to close the show down here for tonight. Thank you for coming out, Frank. As always, I'm ready to mosh. Hey, anytime, brother. You're more than welcome. You're a great guest. Informative as always. But on that note, mosh out.